Hi everyone, welcome you all. So this is the building estimator which I am giving you a demo. This is aimed to make a quick estimation. This file size is about 160 MB and therefore it takes a little bit extra time to download and to open it. So once you open the building estimator, we have various files here: preface, instructions, front page, market rate, rate analysis, unit rate list, abstract of building estimate, costing, labor costing. Then you can click the arrow marks. You will find various files are inside. Okay, we will start with the first sheet. It is a preface. This preface is basically the introduction to this building estimator. So what are all the sheets, contents are given is explained here. The market rates are given, rate analysis are given, estimate and costing you will get, as well as the required materials for various works. So this can be used both for the preliminary estimate as well as for the detailed estimations. So next I click this instructions. I'll just zoom. I think this will be better. So there are instructions given. You can follow, go through one by one and accordingly. So to start with, probably in the top there will be enable edit or content. You can click that and then you can start doing it. So always keep this as a main master copy separately. Take a copy and use for practice and for other actual working. So the market rates are given. So market rates require necessary correction from place to place and time to time. Recently, the construction material costs are going very much higher. So you can accordingly make a necessary correction as per your requirements. So provide date and month. And rate analysis, if you see, there is about 11.6% profit margin is kept. If you want to increase or decrease, you can do it accordingly. So you can check rate analysis data and the factors which are given based upon the practice from place to place. So if you want to make any small corrections, you can always do it. So once rate analysis is fixed, then you get automatically unit rates for each activities. You can also check those unit rates for your convenience. So once you go into the front page, once you give the area there, you will get entire reports which consist of 75 pages, which will come automatically. So that will be a preliminary estimate. You have an option given here where you can work out a detailed estimate, and that quantities can also be entered. So these coefficients basically are given on a basis of an independent house of about 900 square feet, 2 BHK, and that pro rata basis the coefficients are derived and given. So similarly, you have for first floor building as well as you have for weathering course, septic tank for about 3000 liters, and underground water sump for 7000 liters, and compound wall on running feed basis. So you once you feed these in the front page, you get automatically all these pages. So what are all the reports generated from this is also given. Why you get abstract estimate of quantities. So once the quantities you get with the coefficients, and you get costing with the materials and labor, as well as the labor rates also you get separately. Without materials, only labor rates you get, and materials required for the construction also is listed, and you get breakup of costing, up to foundation, the cost structure you get it costing separately, you get for brickwork separately, plastering separately, joinery details. Likewise, you get a total breaking costing details. So the coefficient details are given. So there is an option given in this sheet where you can also feed your detailed estimate quantities. Here again, detailed estimate, you have 100 items, you want to have only for 10 items, important item, RCC, brickwork, plaster, you have worked out quantities. You can feed that much of detailed estimate quantity. Rest of the coefficient quantities will be taken up by the Excel sheet automatically. So you'll go to the front page. So I'll just zoom in. Yeah, better. So here, once you type a client name, it will reflect in all the pages. Once you put date, it will reflect in all the pages. So independent building, ground floor, you can give the extent, and first floor you can give the extent. Weathering course, built up area is given, and septic tank litters, UG sump in litters, and compound wall. Once you get, entire reports will get ready. This applicable as a preliminary estimate. So market rates, just zoom in. So you have market rates. So you have a mason, carpenter, barbender, male coolie, female coolie, painter, plumber, like that, and rates are given. So this is basically rates at Chennai metro city is considered. So different places will have different rates, so that you can do some adjustments. So entire rates will be adjusted accordingly. For materials, cement, M sand, dust, P sand, plastering sand, blue metal, brick, steel, binding wire, gravel, cement primer, acrylic putty, and emulsion paints, external enamel paint, wood doors, frames, and shutters. So all these tiles, hardwares, UPVC window, labor rates for fixing. So all these market rates are given. You can go through this, and then you can make any corrections as and when required from time to time can be made. So this is on this. So now the rate analysis part is given. Just zoom in. So here from earthwork excavation onwards, entire activity still painting and finishing, all the rate analysis are given. So you can go through this and accordingly make, there is with material as well as labor rates, amount and labor. So this part with the materials, and this part is with the labor separately is worked out. So you have say for example 148 PCC 148. So you have PCC 148 with material 5602.83 and labor rate is 1435.59. So similarly for all the items, labor rates have been worked out. So let us see total. There is about 33 items are given. So for all the 33 items, the quantities of materials and labor is considered, and the unit rate is there. So next you go to the unit rate. So you have earthwork excavation with materials and labor, and similarly for various activities, PCC, I'll just, yeah, this is better. So we'll start with PCC. So 136, you have a with material rate, you have a labor rate for every items including materials. For reinforcement you have a labor, material including material only, labor. So likewise we have for all the activities. So this is purely interconnected from the rate analysis. So whatever market rates, from market rates rate analysis is done, from rate analysis unit rate is derived. So then we come to the abstract of estimate quantities. Now here you get earthwork excavation, filling of quarry, dust, supply and filling, PCC 148, anti-termite treatment, earth backfilling, RCC footing, short columns, plinth beam, and basement. Yeah. So reinforcement, so join. So you have brickwork in substructures, then reinforcement steel in foundation, and then supply and fixing shutterings. So this is up to basement is given. Then you have a structure, a ground floor, roof beam, lintels, and steel work. And similarly for all the works, so some certain coefficients of work. As I said, it is based on certain areas of a building, and so this is a variable item. To run this program, I have taken these coefficients here, and it can be corrected as per your needs and requirements. So here there is a column where detailed estimate quantity. So once you have a detailed estimate quantities, you can directly feed those quantities in this column: earthwork excavation, PCC 148, and filling, corridors filling, and at backfilling quantities and RCC. So all these quantities can be feed in. So, so either you can give quantities here. So if you have all the quantities you can feed in, or whatever quantities you can feed it. Rest you can leave it blank. So once the quantity is given, automatically you will get quantities will link to this column. So I'll just zoom in. So this is the costing with material sheet next to the abstract of estimate quantities. So once the quantities are linked here, so it will automatically give you the quantity here. So if you have used the coefficient, it will give the coefficient quantity. If you have used a detailed estimate quantity, it will come detailed estimate quantity. So you have both the options here. So you can do with whatever details you have, you can carry out. So I'll just now this is a blank sheet. The moment I enter in the front page, so independent house, I'm just entering 900 square feet. So once 900 quantity is entered, you get 900 quantity here. So the coefficient area 900 is reflected here. And based upon option 1 quantity with coefficient rates are given. Now you have a detailed estimate is done separately. You can feed those details. So if you have now, for example, here earthwork excavation is 51.13. Now if you go into the costing, again 51.13 is there. So rate again taken from unit rate list, and then amount is derived. So now for if quantity, suppose if I have a abstract estimate, detailed estimate, I get 60 m cube. I just feeding it 60 m cube. So in the costing, what will happen is it will take it as 60 m cube. So this is a detailed estimate quantity is considered. If there is a figure here, I have entered 60. So it takes 60. So for other quantities I have not given, so it will take the quantities from this column, which is derived from the coefficients. So that you need to be careful. So you can use, so currently I am not putting detailed estimate quantity here. You cannot put 0 here. If you put 0, then costing also will become okay. Okay. So the option of giving a detailed estimate quantity is there. There is an option you can work out from the automatically it works from the coefficient. So you want a better result, you can give a detailed estimate. Detailed estimate also for you can use partial quantities or for the entire items. So the costing is similar. Once the quantities are given, unit rates are come from the unit rate list, you get the entire costing. So for 900 square feet, you get a costing here. So all put together, it comes to 18,95,041 rupees. So it is around 2,100 rupees, 2,105 rupees per square feet. So you get those details in the report here. So if you have similarly for labor rates, again if you have used detailed estimate quantity, the quantity will reflect up accordingly. If you have used, I'll just zoom in. So now 51 is the quantity for earthwork excavation. So if I go to abstract estimate, if I provide 60 here. So similarly in the labor rate also it will take 60 here. So it depends. So what is the quantity, which option you are using it, accordingly you will get it. So similarly, once estimate, you get a direct result, which is 5,93,622, around 659 rupees per square feet. So similarly, the material requirements, if you take cement, 445 rupee, 445 bags, quarry dust 9.62 m3, sand 37.74, plastering sand you require 11.33 cubic meter, aggregates 40 mm 10.54, aggregate 20 mm 28.22, bricks about 15,545. So these are all the quantities required for this quantity size and estimates. Then you have a costing, so structure cost is given, tailing is given, counter and shelf work is given, doors, windows, painting work, grills, railing, waterproofing, plumbing, electrical contingency. So all these thing details, again it comes, the square feet is 2105.6. So same breakup for labor cost is given, then breakup for structures. This is again superstructure, brickwork, plaster of different costing is given. So this is how this estimator works. Then you have next item is abstract estimate for first floor. Now first floor, the once you give, go to the front page, and then if you see the, so I enter first floor also 900 square feet. So the moment I enter area, you get automatically the reports. So automatically coefficients are loaded. So area 900, I'll just zoom in. So you get quantities. Here also you have an option for detailed estimate. So the moment you give quantities here, the entire calculation will be based on detailed quantities. Otherwise, it will take the coefficient quantities. So you can always update your coefficients, or you can give the detailed estimate, or you can use this for the preliminary estimate. So the if you are giving for entire items, it will take entire items. If you are giving for partial item detail estimate quantity, it will take partial item from detail estimate and remaining from this coefficient details. So again for first floor also you have with material costing is given, and you have same thing, labor costing and material requirements, what is the total cement 326 bags. Similarly this also in the similar fashion, so you get the reports. Then moving on to first floor breakup costing also like this, you get total with material it is 1682 and with labor 540, all those breakup details are there. So you then move to weathering course. So weathering course, now area is blank. I just go to the front page. So the weathering course, I'm taking the same ground floor total area, which is 900 square feet built up area. So I'm just putting that area. So 900 is reflecting here. I'll just zoom in. Yeah. So coefficient is here, area is given, quantity. So detailed estimate quantity for this. Once you have a quantity, direct quantity, you can give it. Otherwise, you can use the same quantities. So same for this required breakup cost for costing with the materials. This is with material. Labor rate is given. Material requirements as come in cement, sand, brick, jelly, lime, clay, tiles. Similarly, we then move on to abstract estimate of septic tank. Now liters is blank. Costing with material for septic tank is blank. So I'll just zoom in. So abstract estimate. So this also. So unless I give the details in the front page, I go to the front page. So here septic tank quantity is 3000 liters I am putting. So the moment I put this, automatically so here 3000 liters, this is septic tank with, so the quantities, it's getting stuck. So yeah, now I just zoom in. So 3000 liter is given. So the earthwork excavation for foundation is given, and then for M sand filling in the plinth foundation, then earth filling in foundation, then brickwork in substructure, then reinforcement work, plastering works, and septic tank cover, miscellaneous. So you have all the items are given, and some coefficients are given for running this. So 3000. So here you find those 3000 reflected. So the quantities, yeah. So you have again detailed estimate details. So if you have a detailed estimate quantities, you can give in. So once you give these quantities, the calculation will be based on that. So the same 3000 will reflect. Once you give it in the front page, it will automatically reflect quantity rates same as unit rates in the starting which we have given. So it is calculated here. So 14.73 liter, 14.73 per liter. So this is how this septic tank is worked out. So you can say same way it is done from the beginning. So you have a costing with labor, same thing, and then material requirements for the septic tank and breakup cost. So for construction of septic tank, like you have material and only labor. So you have both the details. Then we have a UG tank. This is RCC tank. So same thing. The quantity in liter should be there. It is not reflecting here. Once you update in the front page, you will get here. So I'll put here 7000 liters. So here I'll just zoom in for your benefit. Yeah, 7000 liters have come. This is RCC UG tank. So similarly, you have abstract description of work, various activities of given, and coefficients are there, and 7,000 liter is the capacity, and quantity based on coefficient. Of course, again here a detailed estimate quantity is given. So if you want to use your detailed estimate quantities, you can very well put for the better results. Yeah. So this is how this works. So you get quantities, and same thing you get costing. So 23.45 per liter. Then you get with the labor rates. So with labor costing, it comes to 9 rupees per liter. Then material requirements. So various material requirements are given. So you have how much cement is required. You have how much corridors filling, M sand, P sand, aggregate, steel, and binding wire. So that is. So this is how the breakup cost, again with material 23.45 and labor rate is 9.15. So this is so we have not given client name or date, so it is not reflecting. Otherwise, this will also reflect. So then compound wall running feet is the unit, and we have not given in the front page. So we will go to the front page, F page. So if you go to the front page, so I'm giving it say 50 running feet. So moment I give some unit, then I go to the compound wall sheet. Yeah. So I have put 50 there. So the quantity has come here 50. I'll just zoom in. Yeah, okay. So you get coefficients. You have 50 running feet, so it reflects in all the items. So that is the length. So you get the option of quantities. So that is with the coefficient, and you have the option. You can give the detailed estimate quantity partially or fully. Accordingly, the calculation will be done. So breakup cost 2,122 rupees for running feet, and labor is 752, and then you have material requirements for compound wall. So again cement, M sand, P sand, aggregate, steel, binding wire, exterior primer, emulsion. So all those details for the compound wall. Then comes the final report. So the total cost breakup, I'll just zoom in. Yeah, good. So built up area, ground floor is 900, first floor is taken as 900. So yeah. And we have taken 900, weathering cost 900, construction of septic tank 3000 liters we have taken, 7000 liters for UG RCC tank we have taken, and compound wall 50 running feet. So this is what it reflected, what is given in the front page. So you get different costing. You get per square feet 2105, first floor 1682.18, weathering cost 92.93 per square feet, construction of septic tank around 14.73, 23.45, and the boundary wall is 2122.43. So you have the total cost. So this is how the estimator works. So front page, once you feed this, then the entire reports gets filled in. So if I put client name as Mr. Ramesh, date 31/12/2021. So if I put this information here, so this will automatically reflect in every sheet. Abstract estimate. So Mr. Ramesh is there and date has come in. So Mr. Ramesh date in this sheet. So I put builder's name. So I put Sakti Builders Private Limited. Yeah. So here I have put these details. So in all the pages wherever it is Sakti Builders in the rate analysis, unit rate list, Sakti Builder. If it is individual, you can put your name. It will reflect on your name. Abstract of estimate Sakti Builders. Client is Ramesh, and so this is once only in one place you need to give it. Rest it will the Excel sheet will take care. So this is how this estimator. It is very interesting to work with. So you can get a preliminary estimate or you can use your detailed estimate quantitative to get a detailed precise estimate and costing. Thank you.